All right, students, let's get started with this lesson. So what we're going to do today, here's our objective today. We're going to identify and then learn the difference between and properly use the articles a and an in complete sentences. Does that make sense? So we're going to be able to identify, and then we're going to learn the difference between, and then we're going to learn how to properly use the articles a and an in a complete sentence. Now let me start you off with a question. It's okay to raise your hand for this one. What is the other article that's popular in a sentence? Other than a and an. Odessa? Very good. The is the other article that's very popular. But a and an are articles. Now they get misused all the time, and we want to learn how to use them properly in the English language, right? Okay, rule number 1. Use the word a when the next word begins with a consonant sound. Give me an example. It's okay to raise your hand for this one. Give me an example of a consonant. What? V. V is a consonant. Give me an example of another consonant.
B.
B is a consonant. Give me an example of another consonant. A, are you sure? Do you agree? Is A a consonant? A is a vowel. Remember? A-E-I-O-U. Okay, give me another example of a consonant.
G.
G is another consonant. So, can you give me an example of a consonant? Oh, Gianna starts with G, doesn't it? Good. Okay, so rule number 1. Use the word a when the next word begins with a consonant, just like this. A consonant. Yes, Odessa?
How about H? Is it a consonant?
H is a consonant. Yes. All right. Rule number 2. Use the word an when the next word begins with a vowel sound. So here's the difference. We have a and we have an. We use a when the next word starts with a consonant like C or G or H or B, right? But we use an or V. But we use an when the next word begins with a vowel sound. Give me an example of a vowel. A. No, that's a consonant. S. A vowel. A, E. O is an example of a vowel. Very good. Okay, let's see if I can do this. You guys want to see if I can do this? Let's see if I can do this. Okay. David saw. We got a blank here. So I know it's going to be either an A or an an. Let's see. David saw a or an old eagle. Well, I know that if the word after starts with a vowel, I use an, and O, like Odessa just reminded me, is a vowel, so it should be an. That look right? David saw an old eagle. Looks right to me. Let's try the next one. Let's see if I can do it. David saw a or an young eagle. Well, rule number 2 tells me that if the word after starts with a vowel, it's an an. But rule number 1 tells me if the word after starts with a consonant, it's an A. And I think young, the Y is acting as a consonant here, not a vowel. So it's an A. David saw a young eagle. That looks right. Let's try the next one. Sam found a or an broken toy. Well, rule number 1 tells me that if the word after begins with a consonant and B is a consonant, we get an A. Sam found a broken toy. And that sounds good too. Let's try the next one. Sam found a or an angry bird. Well, rule number 2 tells me if the word after starts with a vowel, it's an and. And a is definitely a vowel, so it's an and. Sam found an angry bird. David saw an old eagle, because this is a vowel. David saw a young eagle, because Y is a consonant. Sam found a broken toy, because B is a consonant. And Sam found an angry bird, because A is a vowel. Cool? Let's try this together. You ready? Okay. Blank awful storm frightened me. It's either A or an. An awful storm frightened me or a awful storm frightened me? Gianna? An awful storm frightened me. Now, can you tell me why?
Because A is a vowel.
Great, because A is a vowel. So it is an. That was a terrible A. There we go. An awful storm frightened me. Let's try the next one together. Columbus was a explorer or an explorer? What do we got? Hadessa?
A explorer.
A explorer. Could you tell me why?
Because E is a consonant.
Okay. Do you want to think about that one a little bit? Remember, let's remind, can someone remind Hadessa what vowels the vowels are?
A, E,
I,
I,
O, and U, right? So you want to try that one again, Hadessa? Okay. What do you think, Seth?
It's an A.
It's an A. Why?
Which one?
Columbus
Oh.
was a or an explorer. Why is it an?
Because it starts with an
And E is a?
vowel.
Good. So let's remember rule 2. If it starts with a vowel, it's an and E is a vowel. So it's an. Good. Let's try the third one. You ready? The workers dug a or an hole. What do we think? We'll go back to Gianna.
And
An hole? Why?
because H is a consonant.
Now, rule number 1 says if it's a consonant, it's A. If it's a vowel, it's an.
A.
It's A, isn't it? And why is it A?
Because H is a consonant.
Good, because H is a consonant. All right, let's try the next one. Jim found a or an empty can. Seth,
And.
why is it an?
Because it starts with an E and it is a vowel.
Would we agree with that? Sounds pretty good to me. It starts with an E, and E is a vowel, so an. Jim found an empty can. All right, let's try the next one. A alarm or an alarm? Hadessa?
A alarm. And I mean an alarm.
Good, an alarm. And why an alarm?
Because A is a vowel.
Because A is a vowel. Great. Good. Let's try the next one. A scarf or an scarf? Gianna?
And A scarf.
Why a scarf?
Because S is a consonant.
Great. You're getting this because S is a consonant. The next one. A case or an case? Seth?
A case.
Why a case?
Because C is a consonant.
We're getting this now. We're moving along fast. An acorn or a acorn? Hadessa?
An acorn.
Why an acorn?
Because A is a vowel.
Because A is a vowel. Very good. And we know that if it's a vowel, it gets a.
And
If it's a consonant, it gets a.
A.
Very good. Now, you're going to get a chance to do this together. So if you turn to page 30 in your workbook, turn to page 30 in your workbook, and I know you don't have a workbook, Seth, but that's okay because you're going to help the girls. You get a chance to do this together. So I want you to answer these. I want you to answer these together as a group. So help each other out, okay? Each of you take a turn and help each other out answering these, okay? Go ahead. Go ahead and work with them, sweetie, see what they think. Good. Okay, now that you've had a chance to do this together, and you guys did a great job helping each other out, by the way, and you scored them all. You nailed it. You got them all really well. Now, you're going to have an opportunity to do this on your own. You ready? So what I want each of you to do is open up your English Language Arts journals. Very good. And I want each of you to create 4 sentences. 2 sentences where you use a properly, and 2 sentences where you use and properly. Is that clear? All right. Yes, Steph?
Do we write the answer with it, or do we just write the blank?
No, please write, great question. Please write the answer with it. So 4 sentences, 2 where you use a properly, and go ahead and put the a in there, and 2 where you use and properly. You can follow this format, but don't copy word for word, okay? Be creative, and be as creative as you can, all right? And I'll let you work on those on your own.
Is D a consonant or a vowel?
Good question. D is a consonant. Remember the vowels are A,